Welcome back to this Microsoft Excel for Beginners tutorial series. In this section, we are going to look at basic formulas and functions in Excel. My name is Pat from PrimeVoice Academy. Let's get started. So I am going to open the document that we have been using. Right now, we are going to start with Microsoft Excel formulas. But before we do that, there is something we need to understand. Previously, we talked about cells. We did this in our first section. If you have not watched it, please do well and watch that video. I'll put the link in the description box below. So we said that all these things are cells. We also told you about cell pointer, which is this small rectangular box that appears anytime we click. Now, what we did not tell you is cell address. Each of these cells you see here has cell address. For example, the very first cell here is known as cell A1. The reason why we call it A1 is because it is under column A and also in row 1. You can see that, row 1. So if this is cell A1, it means that the second one is cell B1. If you are going down like this, it's going to be A2, A3. Or if you move towards the right, this should be C1. So how do you know all this? You just check the column and the row. So that will tell you. Again, is that if you look at these points, you will notice that the name of that address appears immediately I click. Okay, so we are going to use this cell address to perform our calculation. Now for us to start, let me increase the size of this text. It is currently 11. I am going to change it to something big, maybe 14, so that it will be visibly enough. And then I will highlight this one, make it bold. Another thing I would like to do, let me change this thing to center. So these are the simple operation I believe you already know. We did all these things in our Microsoft Word tutorial. You can go and check it. The very first operation we are going to perform is addition. So if I have these amounts here and I want to add everything up, I can do it simply by using AutoSum. So I'll just place my cell pointer here, then move all the way to the right and click on this Sigma. You can open it from this drop-down list and click on Sum. It is going to automatically sum up this. But look at it, it's already giving us the formula. So if we press enter now, it will tell us that the total is 1,750. You can do it manually by entering the Excel formula. Let's do that so that you will see what I am talking about. So if I place my cell pointer here and come to formula bar, remember we said this is formula bar, then you type equal mark. Every Excel formula must start with equal mark. So I'll say equals to sum brackets D2, that's the name of that cell address, 2. I'm using colon as 2. So the last one, which is D7. You can see that that range is already blocked. So I will close the brackets and press enter from the keyboard. It is going to give me the same results. Anytime you want to check back, just click on the results. You will see the formula. Okay, so this is how to do addition. If it is subtraction that you want to do, you decide what you want to subtract. Assuming I just want to do, what should I do? If I want to do 200 minus 2, 200 minus 2. So I can place my cell pointer here and press equal to, that 200 is in D3. You may choose to use brackets so that your formula will be clean. D3 minus C3. Then close the brackets. You can see it from the formula bar. Then if I press enter, it's going to give me 198. That is the answer to 200 minus 2. So look at the formula. We just use the cell address and it will perform the function for you. If it is multiplication that you want to do, it's just the same thing, basically the same thing. So for here, I'm going to do 450 times 3, okay? 450 times 3. So I'll click on the formula bar, then press equal mark. That 450 is in D6. So I'll say bracket D6. Multiplication formula, asterisk, times by C6. Close the brackets and press enter. It's going to give you your answer. Okay, so this is the formula. And if it is division, it's just the same thing. So if I want to do 200 divided by 7, so I will also place my cell pointer, go to formula bar, type equal to brackets 200 is in D7. Remember, we are using the Excel number, not the number that we typed. So we use /C7. Close the brackets and press enter. Boom. It will give us the results. So this is how to do basic arithmetic in Microsoft Excel. The next thing we are going to learn is common functions in Excel. The first common function we are going to learn is average. Imagine if you want to know the average of this total number. You remember what average is? That is total divided by number of occurrences. So we have 7 occurrences here. We are going to get the total, then divide it by 7. So instead of using calculator to do this, we can just use Excel by typing the formula. So the formula for average is equal to average brackets. The first one is C2 is to use column C7. Close the brackets and press enter. It will give you the average 2.5. Okay? You can also find the minimum or maximum number in a cell range. In a cell range, I can use the same cell range here to get the minimum. All you need to do is to type equals to min, then put the cell range, or equals to max, then the cell range. I hope you understand. Another thing I would like you to learn is count if. Count if. For example, if you have list of items and you want to know the number of times a particular item appeared, you can use count if. Let's practicalize that. So I can say equals to count if. That is counts for this particular condition. So we are counting for radio. Visually, you can see that we have radio into 2 there. So if you enter this formula, count if, open brackets, then enter the range, which is B2 is to B7. Then put a comma and then quote and type your item that you want to count, which is radio. Then close the brackets. You can see the formula, okay? Then once I press enter, it will tell me that the number of times radio appeared here is just 2 times. This is the formula. Please remember to subscribe to this video if you are getting value. I will also teach you in a separate video apart from this series on how to get Excel formula from AI. I will give out all the prompts that I use to get Excel formula. Subscribe so that you don't miss anything. With count if, we also have what we call sum if. I want you to give me the formula for sum if using this particular worksheet. What Excel number will give us the total number of radios sold using sum if. Okay? I'll be waiting for your answer in the comment section below. The next thing we are going to learn is inserting functions. Apart from the functions that we have mentioned, if you want to see other functions in Microsoft Excel, all you will need to do is to go to Formula menu, From the formula menu, you will now see insert functions. So when I click on insert functions, it will show you those functions that are available. You remember we have used sum, we have also used average. There are other ones like if, hyperlink, count, max, sign, and so on. So these are most recently used. So if you change it from this most recently used to all, or to financial, date or time, math or trick, statistic, and so many other ones, you can use database, engineering, or whatever, or you just choose all and you see all of them. So anyone you choose, for instance, Excel will show you the steps on how to achieve it. Okay, so you can see we have chi-square here. If you click on it, even chi-test, if you click on it, it will show you how to use this. And if there is any particular one that you would like me to teach that you need its application and use case, drop them in the comment section. That brings us to the end of this lesson. Remember to subscribe so that you don't miss anything. Do well to share it with your loved ones. The link to the next section will be in the description box below. Until next time, keep learning.